All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close. I forgot my soundboard, my sound effects board, so I'll just bring Joel on with very little fanfare. Joel, second day in a row, we've had some excitement out there.
Yeah, good afternoon, traders and investors. Yeah, boy, we got some stuff to talk about here. Some pretty wicked sell-offs in the marijuana sector that actually started during our show. Just a quick
Yeah.
check under the hood.
Oh wait,
Uh,
show us those charts.
all right, S&Ps did dip again under 3,900. Caught a bid ahead of yesterday's low, which is a good thing. Yesterday's low, I believe, was down at 34.78. This time we stopped at 38.84.50, back in the 3,900 handle, heading into the final day of the week. Crude snaps at 9-day winning streak, down 77.76 cents here at 57.92. Big run for that. So a little pullback that's really nothing in comparison to the rally that it's had. Gold running into problems at 18.50. It's down $18.40 at 18.24.30. Silver, that's down 3 cents at 27.05. And Bitcoin itching its way towards 50K, up $4,195 and 49,110. Spencer, what would you like to cover today?
So many things, Joel. So many things. Well, first off, I mean, you already mentioned it, but what about those cannabis stocks, right? I mean, we talk how many times we talk about it. What leads you up leads you down.
I don't know. I mean, ran out of buyers. I mean, that's all really you could say in this. I'll pull up the pre-market action. They were up there. They had a big reversal off the close yesterday, trading higher in the pre-market, and then someone said enough is enough. Uninitiated 2-for-1 stock split here intraday in Tilray. You get the profit taking, starting to fill the gap from a couple days ago. But once again, you get the overhead supply issue, and things start to come down. So it's hard to sell when it's going up, but man, oh man, when it turns, it turns. Tilray, to fill that gap that you had, I believe in Monday's session, that would come in at 30.60. CGC, that is deep in the red. I think that got up to like $55, didn't it, in pre-market trading? Let me see. Yeah, just about over 54, now down at 40. So if you were looking for a pullback in this one, you're in the area from where it launched, 38.92 and 40.50. A couple levels, psychological $40 level, but coming down pretty hard and pretty fast. APHA, that was a little bit late to get going, but it's participating on the downside here. Full participation. This one got over 30 yesterday, so that peaked yesterday. All these stocks are just coming in, folks. Maybe wait for them to stop going down. I see some lows at the $15 area, 15.15, 15.16. That was the launching the lows before it launched on Tuesday, Wednesday, and part of
Yeah,
today.
Joel, we have to mention Aurora Cannabis. They do report earnings tonight. Here's the silver lining, right? It's been a really bad day for ACB, right? It's down 22%. That being said, the bar is low. Now the bar is lower for ACB.
Yeah, this one a little bit more in check than some of the other ones. At least on the upside, this one did give you almost gave you a look at yesterday's high, 1898. Only got to 1893, and now trading on the lows of the session. Just don't know how the street's going to react to this report. I would anticipate on a pop here. The way you came down hard in that red candle, I think some people will be willing to sell the pop. On a drop, we got a couple lows in this area. Let's just call it 1260, and then it drops to the lower $11 handle. But after the few days of action, and then especially today, Overhead supply once again in ACB.
All right, somebody's been tweeting at me about Hylion. I don't know if you saw. So obviously, like the stock is up big today, but Joel, if you want to look at the daily and just look at the volume that Hylion had today, Hylion has, I think, like almost 58 million shares have traded today. That like trumps any volume from any point last year
Oh
from
yeah.
the SPAC merger. This thing got to $58 last year, but the volume was a fraction of today's. So we are just seeing some insane action. I get it that it was it's been
Good news.
by and large a lackluster day, and Hylion's been like the shining star today. Yeah, they had good news. Well, no, I shouldn't say. I mean, they had news. They unveiled some new battery, right? Like a new kind of battery module. I guess that's good news. Is it worth 6%? Probably not. Well, yeah, because the market says so, but in reality, probably not. Still, though, the volume today that stood out to me. That was like the main thing that jumped out.
You had just what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a range. Let's just call it 15 and a half to 16 and a half, right? So when you get in a consolidated range like that, boom, then you get a catalyst, and it cleared 1650. The machines kicked in, started buying. They didn't stop until they got to 22 and a quarter. Over $2 off that high. Now it's gonna be a little tougher sledding going up, but yeah, just a breakout. Good old fashioned breakout instigated by news at 1650.
Yeah, I mean that's your big winner of the day. So back to the overall market. I mean, Joel, we sold off there for a hot second. We're back to flat, right? The S&Ps are flat. The Russell 2000 is just a smidge in the red, and the Nasdaq is just a smidge in the green. But I guess is that a win for you?
I mean, it's the market. What day was it that we had a pretty good day? That was actually been a pretty quiet week. I mean, you have a move like you did the prior week, and the market has to digest some of that move. So,
right, exactly.
I mean, sure doesn't want to. It sure doesn't seem at this point that it wants to go down. Did you take out Monday's low? Yeah, you did take out Monday's low, but once again, you got to buy the dip mentality here. You made a lower high.
Always.
Yeah, but a lower high at 2050. So just some selling, some consolidation. But if you look at the move ahead of a 3-day weekend too, sometimes you get some from fireworks over a 3-day weekend. But,
that's true. That's a great point. Markets are closed on Monday. You can get some volatility ahead of longer weekends. We'll see if this plays into tomorrow at all. But yeah,
there's the futures will be trading Sunday night at 6 p.m.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's not a full. The bottom market's open, right? Or am I wrong about that? I could be wrong about that.
I don't know. Just the futures trade from Sunday at 6 p.m. until 1 Eastern, and then they close on Monday, and they reopen at 6 p.m. Eastern. But Monday, but all of that is considered Tuesday session. So you can see some fireworks.
Wait a minute. Sunday night is considered Tuesday session?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God, I hate the futures. All right, Albert's asking us to explain what the heck's happening with Tesla. This is a victory. Tesla's up today. Tesla held up today.
Up 264.
Tesla held up. That's a big win.
Yeah. Look at you got an interesting area here, and it had that last little run from 650 to 900. What was that high right there? Was that 900 right on the nose? I think it was like 9004 or something. What was it? Yeah, no, 90040. I would just say for this one, I mean, this stock has just been on an incredible move, right? And I would give it a little bit more room, maybe down to 785 before I worry about any more of a sell-off. You haven't been below 785 I'm not sure what the news was on this day. Came down, tested it again. So it's going to be the third time down to this area. Actually, 800 is standing up ahead of that. 8002 is your low today, and 801.73. So it's still, I mean, it looks heavy, but it's hard to bet against this stock until it breaches 785. Full disclosure, I do have a small long position in Tesla.
Wait. New position? Is it new?
No, same one.
Oh, okay. All right.
From like whenever. I can't even remember where it was.
Yeah.
But not a new one. No,
All right.
not a
All
new
right.
one.
Overall, slightly more red than green on the screen, but really not by much. All things considered, it's going to be a pretty flat day. I think I see like 51% of the S&Ps in the red, 47% is in the green. The rest is pretty much flat. So we're going to end up right where we started, but it was an eventful day. It was an eventful path to get there.
Yeah, it certainly was. I noticed this one, and Uber. I'm not really thrilled about the day that it's having. It made me look bad. It was holding up the same low area as yesterday when the pre-market prep stock of the day. I thought that might low hold up because it was trading near 64 when I wrote the article. Made a new all-time high, but just a run here. If you look what it did in the 10 sessions ahead of the report. I mean, this thing ripped from 47 to 64. So could be, the earnings are out. I'm not sure if you're going to get any ratings changes or any, analyst action on it. But it has to be a little bit concerning here, trading in the red, 237 on earnings day when it made a new all-time high. So this could be a key reversal. You are well below. We'll see if we close below yesterday's low, but this line is breached. So boom, we got to get rid of that line and we got to get rid of that tax because it is no longer valid.
Hey, by the way, did you see the headline from Reuters about GameStop and why they didn't raise money?
No, I did not.
Yeah, this was out this morning. They didn't raise money because they were afraid of regulatory concerns, which seems like a prudent concern to have, right? They weren't sure what was going to come down the pipe, and they just thought, let's just sit on our hands and do nothing, which I guess is kind of smart.
Yeah, quiet range in this. So you just get a little bit of a pop here. It's funny. Yeah, you're looking at this, and it has what's the range on it today? And it's a 7-point range. No, yeah, 7-point range, and it just looks like it did absolutely nothing. I didn't notice this. You put in a pair of lows, and is that 46.52? Yeah, two lows in the same area, 46.52, 46.55. So hey, you found some support in here, at least an area to lean on. I just once again. You get this thing going to the upside, and another issue of overhead supply. It's not going to be the same ride the second time going back up. That's for sure.
All right. Jay Towers is asking my thoughts. I guess because I own Disney,
Okay.
but my thoughts on Disney heading into earnings. As far as holding it, yeah, I'm not gonna. Again, I own Disney as like an investment. If I had it as a trade, it'd be a different story. But I don't. I had it as an investment, so I have no intention of selling Disney at all today. Of course, I'll be watching the report. I'm always curious to see what they say about Disney Plus subscribers. Any guidance about when they're gonna be opening their parks? But I mean, we all know that the valuation of this company is based purely on Disney Plus at the moment. So. I have no opinion. I have no opinion on whether it'll be a good report or bad report. I really don't.
Holding up near the highs of the session, new all-time high for Disney, 191.25. Looks to improve on that all-time closing high. Previous all-time closing high was 190. So Street's leaning long into the report. Nothing up here on 91.25. So keep an eye on that one. Perhaps if it goes above it and then comes back down, it might be a little bit of weakness. But Street is definitely leaning bullish into the report.
So we talked about Disney reports tonight, Aurora reports tonight, Cloudflares tonight, Datadog, Dexcom.
Wow.
That's pretty much it. I mean, I think there might be one or two more that I'm missing, but as far as the big names, let me go into Benzinga Pro. I think that's pretty
Probably
much.
nothing in the morning too, right?
I haven't checked. Let me check. There
Okay.
probably not much. Let's see. Tomorrow morning is the 12th. Vroom. Uh, no. Dominion Energy.
You mentioned with
No, that's not confirmed. I want to go to just confirmed. No.
nothing,
Yeah,
nothing
no, I'm
special on
really no, not really tomorrow morning. Sorry, Newell Brands, NWL. No, we don't really,
Rubbermaid, the old
we
Rubbermaid.
don't really
Yeah.
care about that. No, tomorrow morning is super light. So we're coming into the end of earnings season. We'll have retail start reporting. I believe next week is the start of the retail earnings season, and that's sort of like the last hurrah of the earnings parade, typically.
And
So,
Bumble's having a good day, right?
oh yeah, I haven't looked at that since like noon. Let's take a look at that.
I don't think it. What I think it
Yeah.
opened later than that, didn't it?
When did it open? It opened at 12:30, so I think I looked at it at 1, and that was the last time I checked.
Pretty hard to give technicals on it. Looks like it just got a little carried away off the open
These
here.
these first day pops or something.
Actually, that's interesting. That was in the first 15-minute bracket that you made that high.
This right here is why everybody hates IPOs, because who wins in this situation? So if you're a Bumble insider, the IPO was priced at 43. So they got they issued their shares at 43. And then it went to almost 80 right today. So Bumble didn't get the most bang for their buck. If you bought the IPO, it opened. What was the opening price? It opened at 76, right?
Correct.
So it opened at 76. It moves higher almost immediately, and then heads lower within a few minutes. So if you bought it and you were thinking it's gonna get the first day pop, you didn't, right? So like who wins here? The people buying today didn't win. The insiders didn't really win because they could have got more bang for their buck. I mean, the banks won. The banks running the IPO, they won, and this is why people hate IPOs, because for stuff like this, where the opening price is just it's like it was almost double the IPO price. IPO price 43, opening price 76, right? I mean,
Yeah.
this is the problem. I think this is the
Yeah,
problem.
I mean, it's started hard to do technicals, obviously, on just only one day. I mean, if you're in that early, I mean, that was a quick move, but technicals, fundamentals are hard. I thought,
Yeah.
to me, it seems like, there's quite a few dating apps out there, right? I guess this one is.
Joel, I took a screenshot today. The Bumble IPO reminded me. I took a screenshot back a few years ago. I had a folder on my phone here. I'll show you all.
Okay.
Let me take these charts up here. I had a folder on my phone before I deleted them of all the dating apps that I was on. Wait a minute. Here it is. That's a screenshot from 2017. This is why can't I get there we go. That's all the dating apps that I was on. That was the day I got rid of all of them. But I thought it was fun. So that's 8 dating apps that I was on at one time.
Holy mackerel.
There are a lot. Bumble was one of them. Oh, actually, I found out like a month ago that my account was still active because I still got like their marketing emails, apparently. But okay, 3:50, 10 minutes left in today's session. That's enough of a dating app discussion.
Yes.
For one day.
Yeah. S&P's just had a little bump here. I'm not sure. I didn't see the imbalances go by yet. They've been pretty muted as of late. The number of interest here for me is 3908. And that was Monday's close. That was your all-time closing high. So that's what you need. You need to get above 3908 for a new all-time closing high, and we still have a little under 10 minutes to go into session. So definitely within striking distance.
Just for everyone in the chat, as a matter of fact, it did work for me. Hence why I deleted all of them. But again, that's enough. That's really enough conversation about that for one day. Just
Yes.
want to I want to preview after Joel and I are done here the Benzinga Cannabis Hour, which is every Thursday at
Woohoo.
4 o'clock. Is today. We got some good guests on today. We've got Joe Neuwirth from Monotech, Alvaro Torres from Chiron Life Sciences. They're a publicly traded company. And we've also got, KHRNF is the ticker. And Michael Auerbach, he runs he's the founder of a SPAC, Subversive Capital. They're the firm that bought the parent company of Jay-Z's Cannabis brand. So got a great show coming up on the Benzinga Cannabis Hour. That is next at 4 o'clock Eastern time. Joel and I are with you.
They should have a lot to talk about today.
It's been one of those days for sure. It's been one of those days. Okay, what else did I want to hit on here? There was a few other things, and I'm kind of blanking on them right now.
I noticed the autos were weak. Ford and GM are both a little bit. I know who wants to talk about them. That pesky $12 area. I mean, it hit it on earnings day, hit it on yesterday, and that's it, man. There's just the big boys are lining up there. They don't want to get through 12, and GM is a little bit weaker today too. But that had a run from 47 to over 56, a little double top there. So, U.S. autos a little bit weak today.
Joel, can you give us some analysis on KWeb, which is an ETF that I'm long? It's a Chinese internet stocks, Alibaba, Baidu, Tencent, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. KWeb, KWEB.
You can't argue with the price action here. I mean, how many up days in a row has this thing been? Holy moly. Boom, boom. They say there's no such thing as a 10-day winning streak. What do you got here? You got those are the lows. I know, Spencer, you got yourself in this one. Maybe you can
I'm not trying to get out. Somebody from
No. It looks great. Who are the top components in that?
Oh, don't test me, gosh!
All right, I'm sorry.
Throw me under the gun. Probably Alibaba and Tencent. But
how's Baba doing? I know it was tussling with that 370 area. Still there. Sneaky. Trying to decide here. Trying to made a new high for the move, so that's good. That 50% we talked about, that was right to 266 area. So hanging in there. We might have to start getting rid of sell the news on Singles Day's results. Haven't heard much out of the regulators on this.
Singles Day, that was months ago.
It's still on the chart though. That's the number. They sold it on the Singles Day results, and before you had the bad news. Twitter. How's Twitter doing today? Twitter. Ooh. Let's keep an eye at 69.25. Yesterday's high, 69.02. Big drop off in volume. Let's see if it has the wheels to get through that. It's kind of hard to call it. It is a double top. It's 23 cents away. Not much here for Twitter, but what the good news is but it didn't give back any of those monster gains from yesterday, and it's higher today. So still buying interest in Twitter up at this elevated level. Full disclosure, I do have a long-term position in Twitter too, and no plans of selling it.
Joel, did you see Space today, Virgin Galactic?
No. Did it blast off?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it came back down to earth out of this world rally. This is just a very storied stock. People have been piling into this. Only one number only to look at tomorrow if the rally continues. 62.60. 62.80 is the all-time high. But what's important today you got nice volume here, nearly almost double the volume from yesterday, and you are closing at a new all-time high, not by one, not by two, but it could be possibly 3 points. That all-time closing high came on Tuesday at 56.72. So Virgin Galactic looking good on the charts. Almost gave you a look at yesterday's low, 51.15. We got to 51.57. So Good day for SPCE.
And then here is the stock I wanted to bring up from the chat, Rocket.
Rocket. Okay, everyone's waiting for this one to blast off too. How are we doing today in Rocket? Little bit heavy. Two lows in the same area. Looks like you got a little accumulation going. I can't remember what happened, if this was earnings day or what was that day. I cannot remember. But the low on that day was 20.08. It doesn't look like it's in any big hurry to get there. Still making the low in the area of yesterday. Wow, you took it out. 20.55, 20.61. So seeing some buying interest at the 20.50 level. They've already had earnings. So, I don't know what kind of catalyst. I know Kramer's talked about it and stuff, but need a catalyst to get a lot of red candles here in the midst of one green candle. So it's definitely due for an update.
All right. How are we doing? 3 minutes to go in the session, Joel. How are we doing?
3 minutes to go. We are above that magical 39.08 close from Monday, currently trading at 39.10. With all the movement and everything, we are very close to last night's open at 39.07. So a lot of chop and slop, but perhaps heading into a Friday, into a 3-day weekend. And ending on the highs for the week. It's a possibility. That high yesterday, 39.28.50.
Couple more here. Rapid fire. Beyond
Rapid
Meat.
fire.
I'm looking at Beyond Meat for I haven't, at least for like a couple of weeks. How's Beyond Meat doing? All right.
Let's see here. Ooh, it's getting ready. To me, this is getting ready. I don't want to say anything, full disclosure, no position, but all those lows in the same area, poking its head above yesterday's high, just digested that move. Did you get a gap fill here from that crazy day when they announced something 164.25 was your high on that day? And you got to 163.02. Actually, you filled the gap on two different occasions, caught a bit in that area. Now moving forward. What do you got? The next daily, you got two daily highs to contend with. If you see something in the after hours of the pre-market, 178.43, $2 away, and then 181. But good day for Beyond Meat. Not sure if there's any news associated with that.
You know what? These days, I don't even. I almost
doesn't need news, right?
Doesn't need news. I don't even check anymore because it's just like Yeah, it looks like there actually was some news today. No, there wasn't. I stand corrected. See, that's my point. You don't even need news. All right, we'll do one more.
One more here, then
Let's
we'll wrap
up. We talked about that like 3 days ago. Let me see. There was one that was in here that we don't talk about a lot. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here's one. Micron. We talk about this one, but not too frequently. MU.
Micron. Boom. This high to deal with, and that's it. Then you get a breakout, another new all-time high, 87.25. I believe that is the all-time high. That's your January 20th high, and couldn't quite get there today. Got to 86.64 though. The good news is you're doubling the volume from yesterday, which was a little bit of a down day, but you're getting the good volume on the up day. So that's all you need. 86.64 as the current high, and then this high here, 87.25. Now that's an all-time high. AMD, someone mentioned, that's just that's trying to get through here. You had that sellers. Wow, there's someone at 93.40 that just doesn't want to move here. Three highs in that area, backed off. Maybe fourth time will be the charm. We're close, folks, and we did it. Post another all-time closing high.
We did it. I don't know how we did it. We did it. All right. Thanks a lot, Joel.